I actually thought that your researcher was taking the mickey earlier on today, Dan. This is nonsense. James Gray is entitled to cast who he wants, along with the casting director. And who in the name of Jesus would complain about Anthony Hopkins? I mean, this is a very thin end of the woke wedge in the sense. I mean, are we really going to say that Daniel Day-Lewis, one of our greatest actors, should not have been cast in My Left Foot? Do you know what I mean? For which I think it was Christy Brown he played, because should he not have played it and won the Oscar for Best Actor because he didn't have cerebral palsy?
Well, yeah, that is what people say now. I mean, that is what people say. They say that what's that bloke name? Eddie Redmayne shouldn't have played Stephen Hawking. They say Tom Hanks shouldn't have played the gay character in Philadelphia. That is what they say. I mean, acting is dead, and this is the woke eating itself, actually. And Charlie, that was another big moment of this week. Your, a former Corrie actress herself, Dame Maureen Lipman, warned that comedy risks being wiped out as many performers are now scared of offending audiences. And she did have a bit of a taste of cancel culture this summer, Charlie, when she came under fire for sticking up for J.K. Rowling and the whole trans debate. So do you think she's got a fair point, Charlie?
I do. I think she has. And I think for Maureen, she's put it very quietly and gently, because believe you me, if she has an opinion and you're in the pub, she'd tell you. You know what I mean? She's not backward and coming forward. Fair play to her. But she stood up as many of us did for J.K. Rowling and what have you. But I mean, this. God's sake, Dan, I pray that this is just a phase we're going through, because I don't know. I mean, you know, I do despair somehow, but I mean, hopefully actors will have the balls to say this is nonsense. Now, if there are some actors who say that only certain people should play, I mean, in the name of God, does that mean I can't play a Roman Catholic? You know what I mean? Does that mean I can't play? It's just complete nonsense. And whoever, and this is why I thought that your young friend Kane, one of your researchers, I thought he was taking the piss.
No, he was being very serious. Now, look, actually, I want to speak about accents now, Charlie, because the Brummie accent, I can't believe this, has been dubbed the least respected in the UK, apparently closely followed by Manchester, Liverpool and ethnic minority accents like the Afro-Caribbean and Indian accent. In contrast, research by the Sutton Trust found that the standard received pronunciation accent, French accented English, Scottish American and Southern Irish accents are deemed prestigious. And I just wondered, Charlie, I hear you can do a very good Cockney, but have you ever been judged for your accent?
Yeah, I mean, if you were talking to your friend Eamon Holmes, Eamon would say that the same thing. I was in a bar at the National Theatre once, and Brian Glover, God rest his soul, was talking to me, and he pointed out, said, "You're going to have a real battle because, you know, that was the bad old days of Northern Ireland was going on." It's a particularly strong accent, and some casting directors, I repeat, some casting directors, before they all rebel against me personally, they can only see so far and they can only hear so far. I mean, I spent 10 bloody years doing all this frigging bollocks because I had to, you know what I mean? I had to get through the door, so we was doing loads of us was doing all this stuff, and to get in the door, and you know, and not to put too fine a point, I bullshitted my way into many jobs, because that's what you had to do. Yeah. It's called acting,
of course, which we should be allowed to do. And look, Charlie, finally, I've got to ask you about this deluded, narcissistic bloke, Matt Hancock, who we now learn, Charlie, £400,000 to go into I'm a Celebrity. What did you make of it, Charlie?
Well, look, it's not my cup of tea, that show, but he's made a decision. He's got a book to promote, I suppose. I think he's going to deeply regret it. I really do. He's going to get nothing but SHI1T from the great British public. And I think, not that I give a stuff, because he was the one who went along with Whitty and Valance and locked us all up. So as far as I'm concerned, you've made your bed. Nicholas, go and lie on it, son.